Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Yay. Woo. Welcome to Smile Health Demo Day. We are so excited to be here today. I am Denise Marks, the Chief Financial Officer at CareQuest Institute for Oral Health, and I couldn't be more proud to kick off our presentation today, previewing a number of our startups from our Smile Health Accelerator. CareQuest Institute for Oral Health is a nonprofit with a mission of improving the oral health of all. We envision a future where oral health is accessible, integrated, and equitable to all of those that need care. And we do this through our philanthropic activities, focusing on things like advocacy, education, research, among other things. It's through this combined activities, including grant making, that we believe we drive meaningful change through the oral health system. It's also the way that we can reach the broadest range of stakeholders across the entire ecosystem. We know we can't do this work alone, and it takes all of us to move the dial on including oral health with overall health. CareQuest Innovation Partners is the for-profit affiliate of CareQuest Innovation, and we are working to transform overall health through our activities. So at the Innovation Partners, we aim to validate and scale novel technologies that will drive forward innovation in oral health. We are here today for the culminating event of our Smile Health Accelerator, where we will feature 6 amazing startup companies that will showcase how we can drive meaningful impact to the oral health ecosystem. We work through aligning these activities with the mission of CareQuest Institute to ensure that our impact investing creates opportunities to improve access, ensure oral health is equitable, and to make sure that it's integrated. So through Smile Health, we catalyze and invest in emerging technologies that allow us to support a diverse ecosystem of founders that are aligned with the mission. We also, in addition to our Smile Health Accelerator, do investing in startups aligned with the mission. We also provide innovation solutions and services to help validate and scale the technologies that these startups are creating. I'll speak more about this later at the end of Demo Day, but now I want to turn it over to my colleague, Julia Green, who will speak more about these amazing startups and our Smile Health Accelerator program. Thank you, Julia.
Amazing. Thank you, Denise. And thank you, everyone, for being here today. We're so excited to kick off Demo Day. I'm Julia Green. I'm a Director of Innovation Services and Programs with Innovation Partners. And I'm really excited to introduce you to Smile Health. Smile Health is a proven accelerator program. It is in its 3rd year and is culminating here today at Health. The accelerator focuses on emerging innovation that seeks to bridge the divide between oral health and overall health, with solutions that foster our mission of making oral health more accessible, equitable, and integrated. To date, we have had over 300 startups that have come through our Smile pipeline, over 10 Smile graduates, who will soon be joined by 6 more who you will be hearing from today. This is all made possible in partnership with Matter, the leading global healthcare incubator. In addition, we seek meaningful engagement from industry and investor partners who really make this program what it is today. And I want to specifically acknowledge several of our partners who really shaped the Smile program this year: Colgate-Palmolive, Henry Schein, Cigna, DentaQuest, PDS Health, among others. The program kicked off earlier this year where we welcomed 6 new amazing companies into the fold. During SMILE, those companies were matched with the industry partners to work on validation studies that was really in service of proving out a key hypothesis for their business. We also support those startups through custom curriculum, one-on-one mentorship, and also a non-dilutive stipend. You'll be hearing today 5-minute pitches from this year's cohort, spanning a range of solutions, from novel diagnostics and therapeutics to care delivery solutions that are meeting patients in the clinic, in the home, and online. The selected companies are Oraliva, Yumlish, Umayana, Different Kind, ThriveLink, and DentKits. All were handpicked solutions that deepen the connection between oral health and overall health. Let's get started. All right. I am pleased to welcome up Oraliva. Oraliva provides non-invasive, clinically validated, AI-assisted diagnostics for screening oral lesions. This innovative solution delivers highly accurate diagnostic information to dental and medical providers.
Hi everyone, can you hear me? Hi everyone, I'm Spencer Price. Maybe that's better. All right. Hi everyone, I'm Spencer Price, Chief Business Officer at Oraliva, and I want to introduce you to the first reliable, clinically validated, AI-powered oral cancer adjunctive. So today in the market, there's no effective screener for oral cancer. That means that the majority of the disease is caught late stage, the survival rate is under 50%, and treating the disease costs over $100,000 per patient. So oral cancer today is missing its pap smear. Enter Oraliva. Built upon the largest clinically validated, peer-reviewed prospective study of its type in the market today, 40 terabytes of cell data, 13 million cytologic images, and 12 issued patents, we have the most accurate, effective, clinically validated test on the market today. Our test, which is a simple non-invasive brush and a CLIA ship-out test, allows providers to get clinically actionable insights into the progression of the disease from early stage to malignancy, offering them cut points for when to take action and when to monitor. And importantly, what we're enforcing is, what we're encouraging as well is a push towards the FDA, where we'll be point of care approved. So we check the boxes for what it means to be an effective screener. We're accurate, we're low cost, we're non-invasive, and we have applications for dental and medical. However, we do more than that. There's 15 times more dysplasia, precancerous dysplasia, than there is oral malignant cancer today. And what that means is for existing adjuncts that are not detecting dysplasia, they're missing all the red flags for detecting the disease. We think of Oraliva as a thermometer for cancer. So our ability to see the progression of the disease on a spectrum from precancerous dysplasia at benign to severe allows us to provide actionable insights to providers about when to monitor and when to refer patients. Looking at the competition today, there's no one that checks the boxes like we do. Our combination of accuracy and early stage detection, along with a suite of other insights, allow us to finally tackle this terrible disease. That efficacy has been recognized by the ADLM and the NIH with significant awards and grants. And importantly, we're in a great position to have a payer in place for a commercial launch next year. Our team is composed of some of the best minds in artificial intelligence, microfluidics, bioengineering, product development, an incredible suite of advisors on regulatory, scientific, and pathology. And we're all led by our CEO, Joe Sebastian, whose 25 years at LabCorp provide the structure for success in this space. So we've been privileged to work with our industry partners over the past couple of months, Henry Schein and CareQuest, and have been able to track and quantify the progression of the disease in a way that has never been before. So by looking at over 5,000 dental practices and 80,000 medical procedures, combining these different data sets, we're able to track the cost of the disease from testing to treatment. So what we show is that when you have an ineffective tool that waits for the disease to progress late stage, it costs on average about $108,000 to treat stage 3, stage 4 oral cancer. But with an effective tool that's able to see the disease in color, detect it at dysplasia, you can reduce those treatment costs to about $8,000. So for every patient you convert from late stage to early stage, that's $100,000 of savings. So we take that same data and we look at what that means across the industry. Right now, based on the incidence rate, unfortunately, it's about 4 times higher than cervical cancer. That incidence rate and that cost is borne by the industry at about $7 billion every year. So that's $7 billion in treating late-stage cancer, and driven mostly by the fact that it's caught late stage. But with an effective screener that's low cost and accurate, we can show that we can save the industry billions of dollars of saved costs by encouraging more screening, reducing late-stage treatments. Oraliva is committed to taking steps to help bridge the medical and dental divide. What that means is everyone wins. The patients, the payers get, the providers get a new line of revenue. They get to improve their patient care. The payers have their costs, and the patients get their lives back. So with our launch in the commercial space next year, we're looking for pilot opportunities with providers focused on medical dental integration, and we're looking for payers who are collaborative, thinking about value-based care as well. That's Oraliva, and thank you for your time today.
Amazing. Thank you, Spencer. I'm very excited to welcome our next presenter. Yumlish provides tech-enabled, culturally affirming health education programs for Medicaid enrollees starting in Spanish-speaking populations. Through Yum Vivo, Yumlish will provide access to reliable oral health education in these communities.
And just press the green, is that? Yeah. All right, hi everyone. My name is Shireen Abdullah. I'm the founder of Yumlish, and I want to introduce you to Carla. Now, Carla is a mom, she's a wife, she's a grandmother. She loves watching YouTube recipes because she loves to cook for her family. Now, and she loves to watch them on her Android phone, so she's an avid user of her phone as well. Recently, though, after a meeting with her physician, Carla gets a diagnosis of pre-diabetes. Now, she's scared for herself. What does this mean? What can I do to make this better? There are implications of pre-diabetes not only on her overall health and turning into diabetes, but also on her oral health. She wants to do something about it. Her physician recommends this program. She just needs to download an app, register, connect a Bluetooth device, and then another Bluetooth device, and then she should be on her way. Halfway through their process, she gives up, sets all this stuff aside, and then just thinks about it. I'm gonna get to this later. Now, her payer, her plan also understands that this is a problem for Carla. In fact, they know that without intervention, her pre-diabetes will take about 5 years to turn into diabetes. They also know that the prevalence of diabetes and cardiovascular disease is disproportionately higher for Carla and for her community. Now, this is a 3-part problem. Stay with me. First problem is that these app-based solutions are just not reaching someone like Carla. Case in point, she gave up. They're also too expensive for her to afford. And third, even if she goes to an in-person program to do something about this, she just doesn't have reliable transportation to get there on a continuous basis. There is a gap. And that's where we come in. So we have a three-part solution, magically. And what we do is we close those gaps by providing a scalable solution that Carla can access using web and text. That's where she's already spending her time on her device. Next, we made it scalable, we made it digital. Again, it's accessing her in a digital literacy model that works for her. And third, we did it in a cost-efficient way by eliminating Bluetooth devices and all the complicated devices that she's just not comfortable using. And we have incredible traction with that. So to date, we essentially, we have received full plus recognition from the CDC for this work that we are doing. And what that recognition means, it's the highest recognition standard there is from the CDC for this work that we do today. And you can see the impact on outcomes on the left side of the screen there. We've signed our first managed care plan contract in California. We have our Medi-Cal approval. The list keeps going. I just don't have time. And we've bootstrapped and we've gotten so far, and it's just been absolutely incredible. We've raised about $1.6 million in SBIR funding to be at the forefront of preventative health for people like Carla in her community. So then we immediately asked ourselves, well, what are some other challenges that Carla faces today? And an obvious one that came about was oral health. And we also know that when it comes to oral health, not only does it impact her overall health, but there is a connection with nutrition that can help solve this problem. So we went out, we worked with CareQuest and our industry partner at Colgate to be able to validate and really understand. After talking to community health workers, after talking to dentists, hygienists in the community, we quickly realized that there's a strong need for them to have validated content, resources that they can provide out in the community to people like Carla in the community to be able to improve outcomes. And that's what we set out to do. Now we are building a library of validated, culturally affirming preventative health media, not only within nutrition, but again, expanding it out to oral health. And to that end, we are looking to partner with providers, with payers in this room. We want to be able to do a pilot next to be able to understand what are the outcomes impact that this work can have. Again, by equipping the dentists, the hygienists, the community health workers with this information, how can we propel and progress outcomes for community members in a positive direction? Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shireen. I'm very pleased to welcome up our next speaker. We have Umayana, a biotech company with a range of products, including Myrnia, which can prevent and treat severe oral wounds. With its patent molecular compound and formulations, Umana helps cancer patients suffering from wounds like oral mucositis. Welcome up.
Hello, my name is Gülbin, and I'm part of Umayana, where our mission is to prevent and treat severe wounds. And I want to start with a case. This is Ayşe Hanım. She has cancer, and she almost had to stop her cancer treatment because she developed severe oral wounds. She could not eat or drink until we gave her Myrnia mouth gel. And we were not only able to reverse it, but she went on to have 42 cycles of chemotherapy using Myrnia mouth gel. Oral mucositis is the #1 side effect of cancer therapies. And it happens a lot. 40% of all cancers get it. And it's so painful. Actually, patients describe it as more painful than cancer itself, that there's an incremental cost to it, on average $30,000 up to $70,000, and leads to treatment interruption as well as opioid use. And the problem is that there's nothing that really works. There are products out there, but they're mainly palliative in nature, mostly focused on pain management, and they don't do a good job at that. And we are here to change that. Myrnia is the only and first to offer a true prevention and treatment for oral mucositis. And what helps us do that is our patented molecular compound that is like Intel Inside, that's in both of our products. And it has wound healing and prevention properties. And we've done clinical trials where we showed prevention and presented the results in worldwide congresses. And the mechanism of action is what's so special about this molecular compound. And I'm not going to go through all of this, but it's a complex and multifaceted mechanism of action, which is why it works. And that the ingredients are clean and safe, which is very important, and safe to swallow. And here's the team behind it. It's our scientist is Hülya, who is a renowned scientist in Europe. We are on the business side. This is the core team. Obviously, we have a larger team, but together we've accomplished a lot of milestones. We've done the R&D, the product efficacy with the trial, and we've tried it with lots of patients in Turkey with consistent results. We've done manufacturing scale up. We have CE certification as well, so that's medical device in Europe. And we're in the distribution stage in Turkey. And as we're looking at the US market, we were the lucky winners of the Smile Acceleration Program, and we got partnered up with Colgate, Palmolive, and Young Innovations and CareQuest. And together we did 6 different validation studies. And what we validated is that, number one, there is a huge and a big unmet need in oral mucositis for sure. In fact, there's actually a desperation around it. Number two, Myrnia mouth gel and Myrnia products the value proposition has huge purchase interest, 96% purchase interest. This is a platform technology. It's like Intel Inside. So we don't only solve the oral mucositis, but can solve dry mouth and other wounds. And then finally, there are clear reimbursement pathways for our product. So from all this validation studies, it's very clear where we want to focus. It's the oral mucositis patients that are suffering from these wounds. And every oral mucositis patient also gets dry mouth as well. So those two will be the focus area for us. But as I said, our platform technology is a huge potential for total wounds. And an obtainable market for us is about 600 million with just focusing our 2 products. So what we're looking to do in terms of next steps for us in the United States is definitely product use data. We want to get more feedback onto the product from an effectiveness perspective. And then this product, we have medical device certification in Europe. We want to get that process started in the United States with the 510K. We do have predicates, not multiple. And then we want to go in and scale from there. And that's what we're looking for support, really, for those 2 areas. For oral mucositis, again, product feedback. We want to focus in on the cancer patients and do it with them. And then also the FDA path for our mouth gel. Thank you. And this is our information. So if you want to get in touch with us, but thank you very much.
I'm excited to welcome our next company up to the stage. Different Kind is an experienced management leader in oral health, producing data and insights from patients and teams that drive improved outcomes for patients, practices, and payers. Welcome, Different Kind.
What's up, everybody? How you doing? I never thought I would be in Vegas opening for Lenny Kravitz and Busta Rhymes later, right? Flip Mode Squad. If you know, you know, right? I am Dr. Matt Allen. I am the CEO and co-founder of Different Kind. Different Kind is the dental patient experience leader. We help drive improved outcomes for patients and improved business outcomes for dental groups and dental payers. I'd like you to meet Isabella. Isabella recently had a baby, and she had two important things to her that were a part of her birth experience. Number one, she wanted to receive culturally competent care. Number two, she wanted to avoid a C-section if at all possible. She was able to go on Medicare's Care Compare website and actually find a hospital near her where she was able to achieve both of those outcomes for herself and for her baby. Unfortunately, in a few years when Isabella has to take her baby to the dentist, there is nowhere for her to go to ensure that she can meet those same two objectives because dental payers and providers don't have enough precise data to ensure that Isabella and patients like her can get the experiences and outcomes that they truly desire. And that is where Different Kind comes in. We help dental groups and dental payers discover what matters most to patients. We do so in a way that is immediate, the data is real time. We do so in a way that is actionable, it's not data simply sitting on a shelf. And we do so in a way that is automated. We are connected to the EDR, a turnkey solution for a modern dental practice. So how does it work? The day after a visit, we get in touch with the patient via text or email. We collect 14 different experience metrics and outcome metrics, but we do so in a way that's easy for a patient. We randomize that. They only have to answer 5 questions. When we collect the data from them, it's private, it is anonymous, so that they're able to truly say what they want and how the practice can improve. Once that data goes back to the group or to the payer, they're able to see at a systematic level what's really going on. And for example, in this instance, they're struggling in after-visit management. Now they know, and they can actually take steps to improve upon that. So when you put this data in the hands of the right people, what are the outcomes? This is one of our customers down in Houston. They were having some problems, and they brought in Different Kind to help them figure out exactly what was going on. Within 2 months, we were able to identify their pain points, and we were able to help them improve their treatment plan acceptance, their same-day treatment plan acceptance, 63%, as well as showing a 23% increase in monthly production. Good for the patient, good for the dental group as well. And maybe it's even good for a patient like you. Maybe you don't love going to the dentist. I don't, right? This actually helps you to have an evidence-based voice in your care. It's convenient. No one's calling you during dinner, right? And it's personalized. If you do have service recovery needs, you can actually do all of that within our platform. We are true dental vertical SaaS. We are built by dentists for dentists, and that expertise is baked into every part of our company, from our product, from the way that we integrate with electronic dental records, almost every single EDR on the market, as well as the way that we structure our data for the future of APMs and value-based care in oral health. We are 100% the right team to bring this product to market. Myself and my co-founder, Dr. Carolyn Brown, somewhere out here, there she is, right? We are dental experts, authors, consultants, speakers. We have been around, and we have both the expertise and the network to bring this product to market, as well as amazing technical leadership on our team, and Rich Wertz, who has built in places like fintech and healthcare before. A lot of people, probably a lot of these people out in this room, think dental is a small industry, right? And that is simply not true. There are more dentists in this country than there are emergency room physicians, pediatricians, psychiatrists, chiropractors, as well as one more that I honestly can't remember right now. There's a lot of dentists, right? There's a lot of dentists out there. And we charge a per location, per month fee in order to make a big dent in that market. We sell to both payers and to DSOs. So on the payer side, we are able to work with groups like Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina and Cigna to help them optimize their networks, create these alternative payment models, and help them differentiate as they sell their products into large employers. And on the DSO side, we help them to maintain consistency as they grow, to align culture, and to help them find business efficiencies. We came into Smile Health with the thesis that payers specifically would find value in our patient-reported experience and outcome data and insights. We worked with Cigna in order to do that, and we found across a large variety of Cigna subject matter experts that our data would be both easy to use and helpful in achieving goals, leading to a 6-month pilot that we're starting with Cigna starting next month. It's been a big 18 months for Different Kind, including closing on a pre-seed round, being accepted to this wonderful Smile Health program, crossing 6 figures in ARR, and we have a big 6 months coming up as we launch pilots with Cigna, working with another group out of Oregon, and prepping for a seed raise in Q1 of 25. So how can you help us? Well, certainly always looking for great people. We are always looking for payers and dental groups who are looking to go beyond checkboxes around experience, as well as looking to talk with VCs who have a SaaS and enterprise healthcare focus. Coming back to Isabella, we know that we can be the right company to produce the kind of data that help patients like Isabella get the kind of care that she truly wants and deserves, because we have 2 expert dental founders. We have 2 scalable products in market. We will have 3 payer contracts by the end of 2024, ultimately making one outsized impact on the dental profession and patients like Isabella and her child. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. You can always rely on Dr. Allen to bring the energy. Very excited to welcome up our next company, also full of energy and enthusiasm. ThriveLink deploys AI telephonic enrollment agents to help families verbally enroll in social and health programs, including health insurance, food stamps, utility assistance, and more. The solution does not require the internet, a smartphone, or the ability to read.
Hi, my name is Kwame Liddell, and I'm the founder and CEO of ThriveLink, where we build bots that talk to patients and enroll them into social programs like food stamps, utility assistance, and even health insurance. And we do this because I'm an emergency department nurse, and I care for so many patients across the country who didn't need more health care. They needed to be able to afford their medication, access healthy food, and have stable housing so that they can provide the care that they needed when they left the hospital. We did this, and when we started, we were volunteer nurses who just completed paperwork for patients after work. But we quickly learned that even when we started the applications, they weren't able to complete the process on their own. And we quickly learned that 130 million adults have reading barriers that prevent them from being able to read. And for context, to understand that those patients' experience, they would struggle or not be able to read the words that are on the screen right now. When you think about it, it surprises many people to notice that there are so many people with reading barriers. But we support the 100 million people who qualify for social programs, but who are not able to complete the applications. Those patients are in your clinics. They're on your Medicaid plans, and they're in your emergency departments right now. The time is now, if you will, because every hospital and clinic in America is now required to screen for social determinant of health needs. And through this innovation challenge, we learned that dentists are required to do the same. And they're not only required to screen for them, but when a patient says, I need help with housing or food and things like that, they're required to assist them. And with ThriveLink, we've completely changed the ecosystem and the experience for patients across the country. Here's a real patient story where she had very serious clinical needs, but she shared with her doctor that she wasn't able to pay her utility bill and she could not take off work. With ThriveLink, the doctor was able to simply give her a phone number. She called it, talked to one of our bots, and she sent us this screenshot where it paid her $519 utility bill. There was no work for the doctor. Our work was billable if she needed assistance, and the patient was able to actually go see that specialist. One of the reasons why it works so well is our human-centered design. Patients do not require reading, a smartphone, or the internet. And we like this picture because at least 3 patients that we know of have used that big brick phone in a hospital and use it to use our bots. And 2 of them had their utilities turned on by the time they were discharged from the hospital. It's really easy. Patients dial the number, they answer the questions, our bots complete the application, send it to the government, and that information is returned to electronic medical records, to the patients, and also our dashboard. For health systems, it meets all regulatory requirements so that screening and support that patients need, we're able to provide that. Patients receive between $700 and $1,000 per use, and it's revenue generating. When patients need assistance from ThriveLink, you can actually bill for most of our work. And here's a snapshot of what happens when you place it into a clinic. Here's a clinic in North Carolina where 28 patients used our bots and they received $20,859 in resources. The staff saved 14 hours. It's incredibly transformative for patients, staff, and healthcare organizations across the country. In this validation study, we wanted to know, well, what would happen when we put this into dental practices? We know that it works in hospitals and in clinics, and what we saw that it was the exact same. Here's a snapshot where we're able to work with DentaQuest And they had an incredible effort where they allowed us to communicate with patients within their children's health insurance plan. 50% of patients use it. And even though we only worked with patients for 1 week, they signed themselves up for $2,400 in resources. And there was no additional work for their care management teams. Another interesting thing where we were able to work with Apple Tree Dental and Delta Dental was that we were able to place ThriveLink into dental clinics. And something that we saw, and this especially is important for dental payers, is that 100% of their patients used our bots to complete health insurance applications. So when you really think about the opportunities when you make the world more accessible, it's transformative. We launched in January of this year. We've supported over 900 patients and generated over $300,000 in revenue. And what we look for after this is to partner with more hospitals and medical groups. We really love to do a Medicaid redetermination pilot because this is the easy way to sign up for health insurance, and 25% of patients already use our platform to do that. And we'll raise money in Q2 of next year, so we love to talk to investors. Thank you.
I'm very excited to welcome our last speaker of the day from DentKits. DentKits provides at-home dentures utilizing digital denture and teledental technologies. DentKits is improving access to dental care for underserved and vulnerable populations by offering dentist-prescribed dentures that are both convenient and affordable.
My name is Kevin Early. I'm the CEO of DentKits, and we provide an affordable, at-home, dentist-directed denture. This is Cheryl. She was in need of a full upper denture. She had an existing denture that was made by a dentist, but she lost it after 2 years of use. Like many benefits, hers only covered a denture once every 5 years. She had just moved states, so she didn't have an established relationship with a dentist, and she also was on a low fixed income, so affording a new denture was an issue. So she turned to DentKits. We were able to deliver her a new denture just in time for her son's wedding. With this new denture, she was able to eat and have a more nutritious diet. Cheryl is my mother. She's the reason I'm here and the reason I'm passionate about both denture care access and DentKits. The truth is that there's a real human cost to a lack of access to denture care. In one study, those that were a dentalist and did not have a denture, and a dentalist means they don't have teeth, they rated their oral health quality of life score much lower than those that were a dentalist but did have a denture. Denture care access is especially a big issue for seniors, rural populations, and low-income populations. This comes together with rural seniors especially. And this is shown where rural seniors were 1/3 more likely than their non-rural counterparts to have received no dental care. So looking at the barriers to care, there's a lot of them. But the largest is affordability. And if we look at denture wearers, we can see that almost 40% have an income of less than $30,000. They're on low fixed incomes. But there's more than that. There's access and there's anxiety. Almost 30% of denture wearers report difficulty getting to the dentist, and over 1 in 3 report dental office anxiety. We can't control people's situations, but we can provide an alternative method for denture care delivery. And that's what we do at DentKits. We offer an at-home, affordable, but dentist-directed denture. We tackle the issue of affordability by offering a denture that's 75% less than the ADA average fee. And we tackle the issue of accessibility and anxiety by having an at-home, self-paced process. So how do we do that? Well, for the patient, it's a simple and easy to understand process. It starts with an at-home impression kit and information gathering, but after that, we deliver a try-in. A try-in's like a model version of their denture design. They're able to wear this try-in for a day, a week, as long as they need to really familiarize themselves with the design, unlike an in-office try-in appointment. We then can capture any adjustments or feedback, and we can reissue another try-in and do this as much as needed until the patient approves it. When they approve it, we can deliver them a dentist-prescribed, brand new, patient-approved denture. But behind this, we have a workflow that allows us to determine treatment candidacy and assure efficacy. And one of the things we do is we use the digital denture process that allows fabrication to be at a low cost, but we also rely on teledental software to allow for asynchronous and synchronous review as necessary. And so to do that, we have a great team. We have experience in e-commerce, at-home healthcare, software, and of course, clinical expertise. We have a great lab and care team as well. This has allowed us to establish product market fit with almost no advertising spend at all. As it turns out, when people run into barriers to care, they look for alternatives and then they find us. But in addition to having a demand, we also deliver. We did a satisfaction survey last month, and what we found is that people preferred their DentKits denture to their previously made their previous denture that was made by a dentist for the last 6 months of delivery. And that just shows the growth we've had in refining our process. So looking at the denture market is obviously very large, but we're not looking to replace the dentist. We're looking to be an alternative method of delivery for those that run into the barriers to care. And one stat that really sticks out to us is that there's nearly 2 million Americans that don't have teeth and don't have a denture. 41% of those are insured as well. And we want to change that. And so one of the things we're looking for is to speak with at-home care navigators, senior care facilities, and FQHCs. If you're one of those, we'd love to talk to you. We have a national reach with our partnerships with our teledental partners. We can obviously reduce costs as well as increase access to care. And we have a flexible care delivery. We have our fully at-home model, but we also can work with in-office elements, therefore reducing the number of appointments necessary to get a denture. We also have a solution for denture replacements as well. I appreciate your time. Appreciate going last as well. And that's my email. And we're over there at the Oral Health Pavilion. Thank you, everyone.
Wow. All I can say is wow. Wasn't that amazing? Wow. Thank you to all of our startups, and congratulations on your graduation from Smile 2024. We are thrilled to have you in the family. But wait, there is more. We want to tell you a little bit about a program that we started this year called Accelerate. Accelerate is a continuation of the Smile program to provide additional non-dilutive funding to startups, graduates of our Smile program that apply. They continue their work with an industry partner that they choose and commit to achieving additional proof points, validation studies that will help them continue on the journeys that you just heard about. So we have a couple of companies currently in our Accelerate program today. One of them is Grin. Grin was a graduate of Smile 2023. And they have continued to partner with Apple Tree Dental to continue their studies and advance their solution within the field of general dentistry. You may have heard Grin yesterday because they were also awarded the winner of the dental health track of the Digital Health Awards. So congratulations to Grin. Oops. So one other thing I'd like to say about Grin is that this will actually culminate in the full flywheel that we believe we've created within Smile. So Grin went from a Smile participant last year. In 2024, they became a Smile Accelerate recipient. And we are pleased to announce that we are working with Grin on an actual investment in the company, which we hope to close later this week. So one other thing I want to mention is that we have an amazing oral health pavilion. And I hope all of you, if you haven't checked it out already, will take the time to find it right across here. There is a huge banner. But the Oral Health Pavilion, we partnered with our amazing partners at Colgate-Palmolive, Henry Schein, and PDS Health to create an interactive experience to showcase what medical dental integration feels like. So we hope you will take a journey over there. We believe this is such an important component of showcasing how it can work for patients, providers, and payers. And we hope you will take us up on that journey. We also want to announce that we have a cocktail party coming up over at the Oral Health Pavilion today at 3:30. And we hope you will join us there as well. So that concludes our Smile Demo Day. We are thrilled to have you with us, and we are thrilled to be able to continue the journey of Smile and welcome these 6 great companies. Come visit them and our other current portfolio companies at the Oral Health Pavilion. Thank you, everybody.